3 miles along the coast from Ely, we arrive at St Monans, the first of the 5 fishing villages that make up the East Neuk of Fife. This 7-mile long strip of coastline is idyllic. This part of the village is known as the East Shore. These villages are built around their colourful harbours and the wynds and lanes that lead from them. They're an artist's paradise. The colourful houses with their crow-stepped gables tumbling down the harbour side, their narrow cobbled lanes and atmospheric wynds are breathtaking. To the east of the village sits an old windmill, once used for the extraction of salt crystals from the sea water. One of the many industries in this area about 300 years ago. The main industry though in this part of the coast was fishing. The centrepiece of St Monans is its harbour, not so busy nowadays. The village was originally called Inverin, the village at the mouth of the stream. It's thought that the name was altered to St Monans after an Irish missionary. Anyway, a shrine nearby St Monans Church became a holy site for centuries, and the rest is supposition. The inner harbour at St Monans was built in 1596, and the local fishing industry was so successful that a further harbour was built by the local fishermen in 1865. Sadly, there are now very few fishing boats based here. Another successful local industry at the time was boat building, and 2 or 3 of the smaller Calmac ferries were built here. The boat yard was in operation from 1779 for over 200 years. There is still a slipway there for carrying out repairs and painting. The West Shore is a mix of old white Harrow buildings with red pantile roofs, colourful cottages with outside staircases, some weathered and worn over the years, and the odd grey stone buildings with grey slates. A colourful panorama and a wonderful backdrop that has changed very little over the last 400 years. A wonderful introduction to the fishing villages of the East Neuk. Local businesses consist of fish merchants, a smokehouse and the usual convenience and tourist shops. An industrial estate at the entrance to the village is built on the site of the now disused railway station, closed by the beaching cuts in the 60s. A lovely little wynd leads off the west shore at the Pend, a little corner at the far end of the harbour. This lane is called the West End. It eventually leads uphill at Bray Head, at a small group of colourful cottages leading to St Monans Kirk. The picturesque church, which sits at the edge of the cliffs, is in the shape of a cross. It was restored in the 17th century after being left in ruins at the time of the Reformation. Braehead swings off above the shore, a mixture of old and new developments. A little green drops to the gardens behind the shore, and an alley cuts between a bluff of rock and the end of a row of whitewashed houses. Another alley leads from here to the west shore and the harbour. St Monans is a typical East Neuk town, rich in old fishermen and merchants' houses dating from the 17th, 18th and 19th centuries, and with the characteristic crowstep gables, four stairs and pan-tile roofs huddled around a bustling little harbour. The usual coves, wynds and alleys that add to its charm make it a wonderful stopping off spot for a relaxing couple of hours. St Monans boasts 3 harbours now, the last one built in 1900.